Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Wednesday Sports Page. We begin tonight with horse racing. On October 1st, 1914, the Bowie Race Track opened for live thoroughbred racing. It attracted some of the top horses in the nation until live racing stopped in 1985. Since then, it has been one of the top training facilities on the East Coast, and today celebrated its 100th birthday.
The track was at one time the capital of winter racing in Maryland, really along the East Coast, because back in the early days of racing here, tracks in New York and Pennsylvania would shut down during the winter, and the horses and owners and trainers would come down. A lot of them would take the train on race day to watch the races and come down and bet the races, and there was no other racing at that time.
It's amazing that it's been here this long. It's kind of sad to see where the state that we're in right now. But I've been the clocker here almost 19 years, so I've seen a lot of good horses even in the last 19 years come through here.
Really been history. It's history to it. The people that have been through it, and it's horses that run here. I mean, there's a lot of history here. A lot of people ought to get them to write down the history that we've had here, because it's been unbelievable.
What was it actually like here when they ran races?
It was fantastic. We always had large crowds. Winter racing this is the only place that really had the winter racing. And we missed very few days. The grandstand faced the sun in the afternoon, so it was warm and pleasant for the patrons. And everybody loved Bowie. Always a safe racetrack, always.
It was historical. It really is what it was. It was history. A lot of the kids that learned to ride here and went on to some pretty good famous, to be good riders.
They always had a number of marquee races here, the John Campbell, the Governor's Cup, the Prince George's for 3-year-olds. You had the Barbara Fritchie for fillies and mares. And of those races, the Campbell and the Fritchie are still part of the Maryland racing circuit over at Laurel. So, Bowie helped create a lot of some of the major stakes along the East Coast.
Surrounding areas, the parking lot, the grandstand, dilapidated downhill, but the track itself still in great shape.
Still in great shape. Best place on the East Coast to train, and we've been everywhere. Even this past summer we were at Monmouth for 3 months, and we were glad to get home. Good training facility, beautiful racetrack. No matter if it rains the night before, you can still train on it that day. So we're glad to be back.
The surface has held up throughout the years. I had a filly that trained here for several years that went on to make $1 million. Her name's Silmaril. Lexi Starr trained here, 5 steps. So I've had great success with this training facility.
The Bowie Training Center, the Bowie Race Track, 100 years old. They've been threatening to close it, but now horses coming back, they should have a full stable for the winter months.